Alright, so welcome to this stream. Today is a little bit Planet T birthday stream. Should probably make it say a little bit Planet T. Hold up a second. I thought I typed a little bit Planet T. Alright, there we go. So today is a little bit Planet T birthday stream. So today we're gonna be making a cake candle blowing mechanic. So I'm gonna make it more realistic than I did last time. So which means in order to blow out the candle, your head actually has to be facing the right direction. And then the flame is gonna appear and disappear. So you know, like when you light a candle, like the flame like flickers upwards and then it just disappears. And then the smoke, I want the smoke to appear, but then I want it to like gradually disappear. So like last time I didn't do that. And the pinata, we're just gonna have like a bat power up with the strength. So like you randomly hit it hard or like late. And then in terms of announcements, I'll go for these again when more people are here. But next stream, 1 month from now, so like end of December, since I'll be busy studying for finals before that. And then during winter break, I'll be streaming once a week, either on Friday or Sunday, or I guess I'll alternate between the two, since winter break for me lasts like a month. But yeah, the cake we made last time, I just took off the logic. Because like the visuals, I didn't want to have to do the visuals from like the beginning again. But yeah, I just replaced the 10 with an 11. So we're just going to be doing the candle logic again. Alright, so for the logic, I should get out of the broadcast chip so I could place it down. Place on the broadcast chip. So I need to get out a sticker panel. Alright, so for anyone that just joined, what we're doing right now is we're making the cake blowing mechanic, the candle blowing mechanic, so you can blow the candles on the cake. So I should probably make a flame first. Oh, hi Mukli. Thanks for joining. You just got finished with your exams. That's cool. I don't have exams until like 2 weeks from now. What is it? Last week was week 13, then week 15. I have exams in like 2 weeks. Next week will be week 14. So yeah, 2 weeks from now I have exams. So yeah, got finals pretty soon. But yeah, right now we're making the candle blowing mechanic. We're making it more realistic than last time. Cause like, okay, so basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so your head actually has to be facing in the direction of the candles instead of just simply being near it. And the flame should rise and then just disappear. The smoke should appear but then like gradually disappear. So I'm just making it more realistic. Then we'll make a pinata later. And then maybe some other stuff if we have time. Wish I could stay, but going out to eat. Just wanted to pop in. Alright, that's cool. I'll be going out to eat tomorrow with my sister. Wait, no, she said she wanted to stay home or something. But yeah, she changed her mind. But like, I'll still be busy celebrating her birthday tomorrow, which is why I'm streaming today. But yeah, thanks for joining. But yeah, there's a candle decoration. Oh yeah, I have to flip this. I'm gonna have to flip this upside down. But let me just see how it looks right now. For the candle rising to look realistic, it has to be flipped upside down. Like, I'll show you what I mean by that. Because like, if I set it to scale from top. So if I place it at like the top or bottom, it's not gonna look very good when I have it set to scale from top. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, it should be going like that. So I'm gonna have to place it upside down. Alright, for anyone that just joined right now, we're making the candle as part of the birthday cake. I'll place it upside down so it looks right when it rises up. And that's up and down. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I just want to make sure it looks right. It's like floating beyond there a bit. That's okay. I can fix that later if I want to. But pretty much it's gonna... yeah, it's gonna look like this. It's just gonna like shoot up quickly. So I'll just use a timer and then set it to positional, I guess. Because with positional, I have more control over my logic, so I like using that instead of like the built-in settings. So I'm gonna use a selector because by default it should be invisible. So port 1 is gonna be... also I need an opacity tweaker. Blend time is gonna be set to 0. But I think for the smoke I'm gonna have to do it differently. Anyway, by default it's invisible. And then I'll have a timer set to start counting up. Now I want to see how this looks. Alright, good. I don't think it's fast enough. I'm gonna set it to 0.1 and plus I need to reset that. And then I'll explain what I did again. But yeah, you see it just like shoots up like that. But yeah, basically we didn't add the smoke yet. But before I do that, I want to make the blowing animation. So the blowing animation, it's in speech. You could do it for pretty much any story mode character, because for all the story mode characters, they all have blowing animations. I did that in my last birthday stream, but today we're just gonna do Sackboy. So I'm just placing a Sackbot so y'all could see the animation I'm choosing before I put it on the broadcast chip. So it's in speech, and it's called something like "oh." You can't see it too well if the Sackboy has an emotion, so I'm gonna just set it to neutral. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. So I just want to make sure the blend strength is like 0.20. So it will take 0.20 seconds for its mouth to go into that pose. And then I'll use a 1. But yeah, along with this, for the head direction thing, I'm gonna have like an invisible sticker panel following him, and that's gonna be like near his head. But for now, I just want to get the candle blowing down, just so y'all can see that it works. So I'm gonna have like a 1 beat to light it. A 1 to blow it, and then R1 is gonna be to light the candles. Alright, so candle blowing, and then I gotta make sure both of them start with a C, so they appear right next to each other. And then later I'll decrease the radius, but for now I'll have it set pretty big. but I'm gonna have to decrease this later up. Actually, the tag sensor is gonna have to be somewhere else to make it accurate. But this is just me testing it. Okay, so that's blowing, and that's lighting. Okay, so blowing, and then lighting. Oh yeah, then we have to do sound effects, of course. But yeah, for the sound effects, I'll just use the same one I used last time. It's called Exhale. I don't know if there's one for lighting a candle. I'll try to find one though. But yeah, it will look like this. I can't think of any sound effects off the top of my head that would sound good for lighting it. Oh, I could just do the snap sound effect. Yeah, we could just do that one. I got someone to test this out. Oh yeah, and then this needs to be on a timed thing, so even if you just tap it, your mouse stays in that position for like a second or like about a second. So I'll set it to 0.4, and then this needs to be counted on. Anything connected to a countdown timer means it stays active for that long. So now I could just tap one. I want it to be a bit longer, so I'll set it to 0.8, I guess. But yeah, so we got the flame done. So now we just have to do the head direction, and then we have to add the smoke. So the head direction, I'm gonna add a piece of sticker panel. That's pretty much the way that it works. So this is gonna be invisible, and it's gonna be following my character. And there's gonna be like bolts. There's gonna be like a thin strip. Right, so I want to snap right to my character. And then at the top. It's just gonna be invisible. It's just gonna have like a tag on the end, and I'm gonna have to change the location of the tag sensors, or at least for like one of the tag sensors. And then we're just gonna have a joystick rotator on here. Because the joystick rotator actually works with the tilt input of the controller as well. So I'm gonna place another control meter. I'll set it to receiver. Okay, I don't think I need this microchip. And then to get it to stop rotating, I'll need like a... I think this set the dampening should be fine. And then 500 should be okay. I think I'm gonna have to invert the up-down signal. Cause like last time I had to do that. And I have to have a thing on here, either with a gyroscope. So yeah, this should not be rotating. So I'm just gonna have a gyroscope on the main piece. Alright, there we go. And I just have to rotate that so it goes in the right direction. That's before it wasn't. Okay, yeah, that works. But yeah, like I said, I just have to invert the up down. And the way you do that, I mean, there's like 2 different ways you could do it. Just gonna stabilize the circuit board. The logic should still work correctly, but like the circuit board would just be stabilized, so it doesn't rotate like that. So yeah, the way you invert it is you could just like crisscross the wires, or you could connect them normally, and then just set invert to yes. But yeah, I just have to set it to, I'm just gonna set visible in play mode no, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for the bolts. Mute yes, and then I'm gonna temporarily set this to like a little bit opaque. So yeah, it has to be tilting upwards like this. I'm gonna temporarily set this to be visible in play mode so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. But yeah, this is gonna be the blowing. So now, if we, oh yeah, I have to decrease the radius and place it elsewhere. I have to place the attack sensor like actually like on the candle right now. Alright, so I'm gonna have to change the position of the tag, I think. Or I have to make sure the radius is okay. Okay, there we go. So the way it works. Alright, for anyone that just joined, right now I just finished making the first part of the candle blowing mechanic. So you could light it and you could also blow it, but your head actually has to be facing the right direction. So you can't blow it facing this direction, so I have like a thing on the tag. But yeah, now all we have to do is add the smoke. So like, here's what we're doing right here. I got the head direction down, I got the flame. So now we just have to make the thing appear, the smoke appear and disappear. And then I'll just copy and paste that setup for the candle. Oh wait, I have to use the decoration mount for this so I can make the smoke thing smaller. I already have a decoration mount over here, so I'll just use that one. So I don't have to adjust these settings again. Alright, there you go, the steam. Right now it's way too big, but luckily we could adjust it with the decoration mount settings. I'm gonna make it darker. this needs to appear when you I'm gonna place a microchip on this and I'm gonna color code it. Alright, so I didn't bother to make it this realistically before, but I'm pretty sure what I need to do is just use a timer. Like, probably the same timer that I had before. I could just like hook that up to the same thing. I might have to invert it. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use the same one. Or at least a very similar setup. Okay, not the same setup. No, so I want the smoke to like gradually disappear. So that isn't what I want anyway. So like after this becomes invisible, okay, hold up, let me back up. I got stuck on this, like my previous birthday stream, but pretty much the way I wanted it to work is I wanted the smoke to like appear as soon as I have the candle blown out. So right now the candle is visible. I don't think I need a Noki. But yeah, right now it's invisible. Like the smoke should be invisible. And then I think I could just invert this. I'll need 2 timers. So like it shouldn't disappear until like 1 second has passed. Oh yeah, and then I'll need a reset for both of these. But yeah, it works. I just forgot to set this to dimmer. Alright, there we go. Since I went through that a bit fast, so let me just go over it like I was still trying to figure it out myself. Oh wait, it's not supposed to appear like that. But yeah, that isn't even supposed to be visible until I blow it out. So let me see what's going on there. Okay, I just got the conditions wrong. It's working. I just said it. I just wired it wrong. Okay, so the way it's working right now is that the smoke appears, but I don't want it to like disappear until like a second later. So let me see if that works right. Okay, and it looks like it does. The smoke's over there, and I know that. But at least I can see it clearly over there. But yeah, okay, so let me explain it first, because I was having trouble figuring that out myself. It was just all the wires and stuff that was like making me confused. So basically the way it works, I don't think I explained the candle, but like the candle is pretty much like, so you press R1 to light it, and you press L1 to blow it up. So like when you press R1, it sends out this tag. So when you light it, it goes directly into this, so it just makes it shoot up real fast. But so when you blow it out, it disappears instantly. So there's no like gradual, it just like disappears instantly, because I have this set to like 0 for the fade time. But yeah, and then this is a tag sensor, tag sensor that's elsewhere, just for precise placement. And then for the smoke, it works a bit differently. So the way it works for the smoke, let me light it again. The smoke doesn't appear. This is set to 0%, by the way. So 0% opacity. So right now this means the smoke is invisible. But this gets reset when you blow it out, so it becomes visible. So when you blow it out like this, and that starts the timer. So after like 1 second, this should be set to 1 second. Okay, it is after 1 second. It will start to fade, and it will take 0.5 seconds to fade. But yeah, it's cool I got that working. But anyway, I'll move it to its proper position. There we go. Yeah, we can make the fade a bit longer if you want to. I'm thinking make the delay 0.5 instead. Okay, yeah, that looks better. I'm thinking of making the smoke less dark. Okay, yeah, that's good. I should just copy and paste the candle. That would make more sense. Instead of just copy and pasting the logic. And then I could glue it with the advanced glue tool. I have to make sure everything's glued before I copy and paste it. Okay, there we go. I had the smoke set to rigid connection for some reason. I don't think I need to do that. Okay, yeah, the dimming still works. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize there was... I think what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna place like tags all along this length right here. It's not perfectly straight, so I'm gonna line that up. Alright, there we go. Now it's closer to my mouth. I think I'm gonna have to adjust it again. Okay, yeah, it's pretty much working. So we could do the pinata now, I guess. The positioning of the mouth could be better, but like I don't really want to fiddle with that right now. Alright, so there's this thing, this sticker from the Guardians pack, the wooden seed. It's probably in the animals category, but I'm just gonna search by theme. Alright, there you go. So this is what we're going to be using. I'll place it on an actual material in a bit. I wish I had the balloon decoration. I mean the balloon, what's it called? The balloon material. But like I deleted it from my Pop-It randomly, it's weird. Well, not deleted it, I could get it back by reloading my profile, but... And then we just have to have this hanging, so I'll just have it hanging by a bit of dark matter. Classic LBP3 one. Alright, there we go. Should move this to only be active over here. Like when you're actually near the table. Right, no, that's the minimum range. But yeah, when you're actually near the table. So that way it doesn't make the snapping sound effect. But yeah, for the pinata, so yeah, for anyone that just joined, we just got finished making the cake. The way it works, I have to delete this so y'all can see better. Or like change the passkey. We just made the cake, and the way it works is that you can blow it out. I mean, you can light the cake. And then you can blow it out. Like your head has to be actually facing in the direction. So you can't be facing this way. You have to be facing in the direction of the cake. So yeah. You light it, you blow it out, and then the smoke gradually disappears. But yeah, right now we're making the pinata. So yeah, we got the head direction, flame, smoke, and then the pinata. So I'm gonna make a bat power up where like the strength of like your hit is like randomized. I think I have a decoration mount over here. I was thinking of using this decoration from like the move pack, but like I deleted that from my popper as well. I'm gonna see if I have it in any of my recent creations. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I could always use one of the pipe decorations. Alright, so then I'm just gonna have to set this to scale from top, which not only makes it scale from the top, but it makes it century. But yeah, right now we're working on the pinata. So the way we're gonna do the randomized hit thing, you might have seen the tutorial for this on, I think Density 7 had a tutorial on it. But like you pretty much just use tags. That's usually like a tag set to count. That's not my preferred method, but it's like easier to understand, I think, than the method I normally use. But yeah, for anyone that just joined, I'll show you the cake that I made before we move on to the bat. So yeah, I made this cake and I made it so you could blow it out and then smoke appears, it gradually disappears. And then you could light the candles. And the cool thing about it is your head has to be facing the right direction. You can't blow it out over here or like over here. Like it has to be facing in the right direction for it to be blown out. Oh, hi chat Prince, thanks for joining. But yeah, we just made the cake so far. The cake was actually made last year, but the candle logic, the realistic candle logic, I made that in today's stream. But yeah, let me show you the logic for that actually. So like the logic for the candle, that's so cool, thanks. But yeah, for the candle blowing like the direction, I just have like tags called candle blow to detect like when your mouth like is actually like facing when it's actually like, touching. And then the logic for so I have the logic for the candle and the logic for the smoke. The blue one's the smoke. So the way it works is I have tag sensors, so it's like tag sensors are obviously really useful. So like for lighting the candle, that's R1, and it pretty much makes the candle flame rise in 0.1 second. So like the candle flame decoration is on a decoration mount, so like it rises like really quickly. You know how like the flame, if the flame it like flickers, it doesn't just like appear right away. But then when you blow it out, it disappears. There's no sort of delay or gradual thing. It just disappears. But for the smoke, it like appears. So like this is set to 0%. So by default, it's not visible. But then when you blow out the candle, it appears, and then it gradually disappears. I'll show you the logic, I guess. So I light it. As you can see, this goes up really quickly, and I blow it out when I'm actually facing in the direction. I blow it out, and then it waits 0.5 seconds, and then this is how long it takes for the smoke to gradually fade. But yeah, I'll show you one more time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then for the bat power up, I was just making a bat, so I just have to change the color. I couldn't find the decoration that I wanted because it's from the move pack, and for some reason that's not in my pop here right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna use this for the bat. But yeah, I normally stream on Sundays, but I had to stream today because tomorrow's my little sister's birthday. So like she wants to celebrate her birthday. So I obviously can't like stream instead of like going to her birthday thing. So like I had to do the stream today. But yeah, on the 14th it was actually my birthday. So for my birthday I didn't go out to eat. I just had like pizza at home. I had pizza and iced tea. And cake. I had red velvet cake. I actually still have some left, which is weird. Like normally I eat my cake pretty quickly, but like there's still some left. Like normally I used to like eat it for like breakfast and dessert, but like I didn't do that this year. But yeah, for the blaster handle, we need a blaster handle, and we need to set it to opacity 0%. So then for the backstring, oh, happy belated birthday to both of you. Thank you. So yeah, for the opacity tweaker, I don't need to set this in front of you anymore. But yeah, last year we made like a cake with the candle blowing mechanics, but like this year I just made it more realistic. So like it actually works how it does in real life with like the smoke and the flame and the head direction and stuff. Yeah, 0%. And then before I add logic, let me just test it to see how it looks in my hand. And of course I'm gonna have to glue it. I have to have the sticker panel because the actual hitbox for the decoration mount doesn't line up with the hitbox for the blaster handle. And then after that I'll add tags and stuff. I just want to see how it looks in my hand first before I add any sort of logic to it. But yeah, I was supposed to go out to eat tomorrow, but then my sister changed her mind last minute. Either way, I'm still gonna be busy tomorrow, like celebrating. Like she's gonna have like her thing around dinner time, even if we're like not going out. Like she changed her mind like today. It's weird. But yeah, she wants Chili's. I tried to convince her to go somewhere else. It's not that I don't like Chili's. They just don't have any like food that I like. But yeah, this looks okay in my hand. But yeah, I guess I'll look at the menu. I'll look at the menu more closely. But like last time I went there, I couldn't find anything that I actually liked. But yeah, we're gonna add sound effects, and we're gonna like make this like. But yeah, for the tags, we need to place a tag. Or we could do like we did with the candle blowing thing and place like a bunch of tags along the edges. That'd probably be best. I almost typed stick. It's a bat. But yeah, I got exams in like 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. So yeah, announcements. I talked about what we're doing. So I talked about the cake candles and blowing and the pinata, which you're doing right now. But announcements. Next stream is gonna be 1 month from now. So like at the end of the month, after I'm done with finals, and then winter break, I'll be streaming once a week on either Friday or Sunday, or I guess I could like alternate between the days. But like winter break for me is like a month. So yeah, I'll be using that time. So like, I guess like I was thinking like maybe learning Spanish or like start to learn Spanish. I mean, I already know it from school, but like I'm not fluent. And then if I get a new mic by then, I'll try to record some stuff. And then I'll be live streaming once a week. And also I got like 2 new games for my birthday. So I wanna play, or maybe, yeah, I wanna play at least one of those games that I got for my birthday. Oh, and for my birthday, I got these games, Viewfinder and Cocoon. I think they're like both puzzle adventure games. Oh, that's nice. Thanks. But yeah, I haven't played them yet because I'm busy with school. Like, I don't want to get distracted playing video games, and I should be like focusing on my schoolwork. If anything, I'm like distracted watching YouTube. Cause like I was like watching Subnautica Let's Plays. I haven't actually beat Subnautica. It's a cool game, but like it's like sort of like scary at times. Like it's not a horror game, but like it sort of is. But yeah, I haven't actually beat it. But I've been like watching Let's Plays, Subnautica Let's Plays, instead of doing my homework sometimes. But like yeah, after the stream I gotta do my homework. I'm gonna finish the book I was reading. That's another thing that distracts me when I should be doing my homework. Reading books. I try to only check out two library books when I go to the library, but like I still have books at home, so that's not really helping. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the book that I'm reading, and then I'm gonna do my homework. I'm reading a book about like it's sci-fi. It's about like this war. It's weird. Like the book, I don't know. It's kind of slow. It's like interesting. It's like they're fighting for basically nothing. They're fighting over water. No, not over land. They're fighting over water, like this lake. Like basically, like the book takes place like after the war is over, but they found out like the whole thing is like, I mean I didn't finish yet, but like I'm assuming the whole war is like fake. It's like a simulation, or like the people that are in charge of it. It's like weird. Well, I was watching a Markiplier Subnautica Let's Play last night. What is coincidence? Oh, I didn't know that Markiplier played the game. But yeah, I might watch that one because I'm like struggling to find like a good Subnautica Let's Play. There's most people like get really sucked into like the visuals of the game, and they barely make any progress within like the first hour. They're like really confused. Like I was watching this one dude that he acted like he never played a survival game before, and then the dude I watched before that, he knows it. He said he must play survival games a lot, because he was like, the thing with the survival game is that you have to have a plan, and he was like, I'm gonna do this, and he's like, he made like a decent amount of progress within 2 hours. But yeah, I might watch more Markiplier's Subnautica Let's Play. I need a tag. I want to test something out before I connect the tag sensor. I'm just gonna test it with this, and I need to set this to countdown. And this needs to be set to 0.2. So for like a quick movement. But yeah, I'll definitely check out Markiplier's Let's Play. I was like struggling to find like a good one. But yeah, I'm gonna test it out with the control knitter first, and then after that, I'll do it with the tag sensor with the bat. So yeah, one. Yeah, it would be nice if I was actually like going out to eat tomorrow for my sister's birthday, but like she just changed her mind, doesn't want to go out anymore. Forgot to set this to receiver, and it would be nice if like we were going to a place that I actually liked. Like I don't know, if you know any like good food at Chili's, like let me know. Like I don't know, I mean everyone has their own preferences, but like I couldn't find anything that I liked on the menu, like anything at all last time I went. I suppose I should make this directional, so like I can make it like depending on like which way you're facing. So I have to add a tag sensor, I guess. But yeah, I'll add a thing. So like I'm gonna have to add an AND gate. So like when you're standing on one side, so that's the tag sensor set to 180. And then I just rotate it. And then I need another one for this side. Is there a Texas Roadhouse in my area? That's one of my favorite restaurants. I think so. There's like one that's like 10, 15. I think I pass it when I'm going to my mom's job. When sometimes I volunteer. I used to volunteer at my mother's at the school where my mother works at. She teaches first grade now though. I don't like first graders too much. I'm used to second graders. But anyway, I pass it like when I used to like drive there. I used to pass it. But yeah, I don't know if I've been there, but like I definitely pass it every time I drive to my mother's job. My mom definitely went before though. But yeah, there's like another food place at near my mother's job that I usually go to. But yeah, the place I wanted to go before, I'm not saying the name because I don't know if it's like specific to my area, but like the place where my sister wanted to go before, it had like these really good cheese fries. But then my dad was like, "What about Chili's?" And I was like, "No, what about that other place?" But like my mom was like, "It's her birthday," and I tried to get her to change her mind, but no, she wants to go to Chili's. But yeah, hopefully there's one thing on the menu that I like. Tag sensor, no. Player sensor. But yeah, when I'm facing in this direction. So when I'm on that side, it should do it. And then I just copy and paste it for the other side. But yeah, I'm pretty much, yeah, like I said before, I got exams in 2 weeks. I'm doing good in like most of my classes. So I'm taking 5 classes this semester, which is like more than I normally take. Like college is like 5 times more work than high school. So like 5 classes might not seem like a lot, but like it is, cause like the workload. But like I'm taking, actually before I do that, let me make sure I'm taking research methods, which is a class where you have to conduct your own research studies. So I'm doing mine on video games, like how video game affects aggression. I already conducted it actually. It's weird. Like, okay, so I was analyzing 2 independent variables. The dependent variable is aggression. And then the independent variable is violence in video games. And I predicted that violence in video games would cause aggression. But for some reason it didn't. Playing violent video games, like the results that I got from my survey actually decreased aggression, which is weird. And then I predicted that competitive video games would increase aggression while cooperative video games would decrease it. But no, it was the complete opposite. It was weird. Okay, so yeah, it works. I'm just pressing L1. I'm gonna decrease the swinging speed to like 6. But yeah, it was fun collecting data. I would be like on Qualtrics, that's the site that we use for surveys. I would be like on Qualtrics every day, seeing if I got like new participants. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I would be on like Qualtrics every day checking to see if I got new data. I would only get like 3 or 4 participants a day, sometimes only like 1 or 2. But yeah, some people have rushed the survey, but luckily I only had to exclude like 6 cases, because like my rule for deleting data was like deleting cases is if they did it in like under 2 minutes, that meant they were rushing and not taking it seriously. So like in that case, I just deleted their data, and I didn't like count it like when I was analyzing it. But yeah, research methods, I liked collecting data, but everything else about it is kind of lame. We have to do statistics, and I don't mind statistics. Like for most people, it's like really hard. But like for me, it's like easy, and it's like kind of boring because of how easy it is. Like it's just like tedious, I guess. Okay, now I'll do it with the tag sensor. I just wanted to make sure it was working with that. Well, I'll do it with the tag sensor now. But yeah, I was talking to someone the other day. Because the other day I went to a psychology club meeting. I go to like all the meetings. Like the president of the club really appreciates that. But like basically, I ran into someone from my class and they were like, "Oh, how are you doing in research methods?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing alright." And then they told me they had like a low C, high D or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, I hope I do good on like their most recent assignment." Or like we're like writing out the results or whatever. And then So like she was like, well, I hope I do good on the writing section. I really need like extra points or whatever. And she was like, what's your grade in the class? And I was like, oh, I have an A. And she was like, please don't brag. Like she was begging me not to brag. I mean, I was gonna brag either way, but like she shouldn't have said that. Like I was like, oh yeah, I have an A in the class. And she was like, please don't brag. And I'm like 4 points away from a perfect 100. And she was like, what? How is that possible? How'd you do in the stats exam? And I told her that I got a 97, and I was like, technically it was a 97.5. But yeah, she told me she's not very good at stats, or like she was never very good at math. And I was like, oh, I used to be a mathematics major, but like, but yeah, I normally don't brag, but like I had to like getting good grades for me. It's really just bragging rights. Like I'm not like a perfectionist when it comes to grades, but like getting an A in a course, that's bragging rights, and that's like the hardest course in my major. I mean, research methods 2 is easy. Research methods 1, not so much. I got a 95 in that class, but like research methods 2, I'm doing like better. I don't know. I probably have like a 98 right now. But yeah, I think most people are like struggling. I probably shouldn't brag, but like it's kind of fun, especially when it's like a harder class. Oh wait, this shouldn't be here. I need to move this far out of the way. Oh, and then this is upside down. But yeah, it works. It's just upside down. Didn't realize that. I'm just gonna expand this with the corner editor. I don't need grid. But yeah, in my other courses, I'm doing it right. Like I have at least 3 A's. There's only like 2 classes that I'm like not worried about doing well in, but I'm sure I'll be fine as long as I like do the work and stop waiting until last minute. Cognitive psychology, I'm doing alright in that course. I mean, I have let me not lie. I have a 99 in that class, a 99%. That class actually has more extra credit opportunities. So like if I did more extra credit, my grade actually would be like a perfect 100. But like I'm not sure if I want to, because I feel like my grade's gonna go down once I turn like the group project or like the reflection paper. So like I don't know, I guess I could still do the extra credit, but like I'm not sure if it'll be worth it. Like I still feel like even after that my grade will still be like a 99. Again, I have to move this out the way because I think it's interfering with the logic. Okay, yeah, it pretty much works. I just have to do the batch strength now thing. So yeah, the method that I was gonna use before, I might use a different method. Like I didn't want to use it before, but like I feel like it will be easier. And I guess I could just copy and paste, or like not copy and paste. So basically, instead of like having 3 tags here, instead of having a single tag sensor, I mean, I could keep the tag sensor. I just need to set this to count. And I'm gonna have a counter here to make it explode. So like when you hit it, not a counter, a timer. I could do a timer, a counter, sure. But like I'm talking about like for the batch strength, because I said I was gonna do batch strength. So if I set this to speed scale, this is the method that Density 7 uses. I prefer Confirm C's method, but I think this one is like easier to understand, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna explode into confetti when you hit it a certain amount of times. I haven't decided on the amount of times yet, but pretty much this is like a health bar, like an advanced health bar. So I just need to change this up a bit. You'll see when I do it. So pretty much, if I set this to count and then set this to 3, it pretty much means that if I have three tag sensors, like the way it works weird, but 3 tag sensors will pretty much do 1/3 of the health, and then 1 tag sensor will only do like 1/9 of the health. It's gonna be like randomized, so I guess I'll do it 5, so I have more flexibility. And then instead of having these lined up along the top, I'll have a microchip. And then I'm actually gonna have it like activated with the speed sensor. So if you swing it left or right, instead of it being active all the time, you actually have to swing it. And then I'll have it like a microchip. With different amounts of tags inside. So this one's gonna have 5. Then this one's gonna have 4. This is like a simplified way of making a health system. Like I said, I normally don't use this method. But like for someone that's like a beginner in logic, it's like I don't know if you're a beginner, but I feel like feedback loops, which is what comes from C, uses it's like sort of like advanced, or like I don't like the way he explains it. Like I understand it, but I feel like a beginner wouldn't understand it. But yeah, think of this like as a fraction. So this is like 1 out of 5. And then this is like 5 out of 5. And it does a different, this is like the power level. So this is going to be randomized. So I'm just going to have like a selector on this. Oh yeah, and then I was talking about my classes. So in my communications class, I have an A, but I think it's like an A minus. I don't know. The exact percentage doesn't show. But like, oh, I see. Yeah, it's good that you understand it. Like this method is definitely easier. Although I don't like this method, I know that it's like easier for like anyone to understand, regardless of your skill level. But anyway, in my communications class, I have an A minus. It might drop down to a B plus after I take the exam, though. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to my grades. I just like to brag about getting A's. But like, if I don't get an A, it's not really a big deal. But yeah, it might drop to a B plus after the exam. And also, she didn't grade the paper yet. We had to do like a 2-page paper, 4 pages. I forget. I think it was like 3 to 4 pages, and I didn't get my grade back. It's been like more than a week. And then my other professor didn't grade either, but like her excuse is that she has a migraine, which is understandable. She said she's trying to stay away from screens, so she had to cancel class the other day. Where's the randomizer? There we go. I never use it. This is like the gadget that I like never use. I used it in one of my live streams, but like other than that, I don't. Okay. I think this is okay. I know the randomizer isn't actually random, but I don't really care about that. It's not like this is like a mini game or like a serious creation. want to see how this looks. But yeah, I don't use the randomizer too much, but I guess this is okay. But yeah, I just want to test it now. So then I just have to like do this. I have to but yeah, I'm just gonna do one of them and to keep it simple. So I'll just copy this. But yeah, for anyone that just joined right now, we're making the pinata, we're making the bat power up. I'm doing it selective for rating strengths. So like, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't do it right. I just realized that to make it a health bar, it's like the logic is like more advanced. Like there's a little bit more. It's a little bit more involved. I'm gonna put this in a separate microchip so I have more room. But yeah, I think it's like this. I don't know why they do it like this. They just do, and that's just the way it is. Like, I don't remember the exact explanation for like why they do it this way. Okay, yeah, it's not sticking. Wait, hold up. Yeah, like I said, I never used this method, so it's not the method I know off the top of my head. I think it's positional. That's the setting I have to set it to. Okay, yeah, that's not it. Wait, hold up. I'll check the original video, because like, I'm used to the advanced method of doing this, not like the simple version. Because like the advanced method uses like batteries. And while it's like cool and all, it's just a little bit like too advanced. But yeah, while I'm waiting for it to but yeah, I talked about the 2 classes I'm doing best in, but like the classes that I'm not doing too well in, there's my the law class. I don't think I'm gonna fail it, but like, I don't know, I hope I get like at least a passing grade. Like that class is like just exams, so like it's just like 2 exams. We had our midterm kind of late. I didn't finish the exam actually. It's like a take-home exam. And then the other class I'm doing that I might not do well in is my marketing class. And then for that class we have to do like a marketing project, and I haven't even started yet. So yeah, I just have to start that. And then I'll be fine, I guess. But like, I don't want to rush through it, but I probably am. But like, I don't want to. But I don't know. I'll do it over winter break, I guess. Okay, yeah, it wasn't Yesterday 7 it was Daniel Orpis and Daniel Orp, and I spelled his name wrong, I think. But yeah, I don't know this method off the top of my head like at all. Like I'm used to feedback loops. Okay, I think I understand what they're doing. Okay, that wasn't it at all. But yeah, in terms of psychology clubs, so check it. There's this thing, there's this conference that I'm thinking of going to. I never went before, but like basically, it's gonna be like in Boston this year, which is cool. I've been to Boston before, but I haven't like gone in like a long time. So like they said it's pretty much like a day trip. The thing is you have to go to like every psychology club meeting if you want to go. So I've gone to like every meeting so far, and the club president, like the other day, he told me that like he really appreciated me coming to like every meeting, and that like I was like at the top of his list in terms of like, cause you have to like be voted on if you wanna like. There's only like 8 spots. Okay, speed skill. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the event is that you have to dress up. But yeah, other than that, they're like going on museums. They're going to like a museum or something afterwards, so that's cool. But like I just don't like dressing up. But like I suppose it won't be too bad. But like at the conference, you have to like dress up, and that's just a bit annoying to me as well. Oh, Astro XO. Thanks for joining. Okay, so for anyone else that just joined, I'll show you what we did so far. So right now, so like it's the birthday stream, of course. So we got the candles, so you can light the candles, and then you can blow them out. But like your head has to be facing the right direction. It can't be facing right here. It can't be facing up here. It has to be facing this way. And then smoke appears, and then it gradually disappears. And then when you light it, the candles just like, they just like shoot up like that, like in real life. So yeah, I made something like this last year, but like, this is just like the more realistic version of it. But yeah, right now I'm working on the pinata. I'm trying to get it working right. I'm trying to make a simplified health system, but like I'm used to like making like the advanced kind. I'm trying to figure out how to like, I'm trying to remember how to do it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I had to invert it, which I did. Okay, before I could do this later at the end or whatever. Let me copy and paste it and do the simplified version. But yeah, I'll come back to this later. I'll come back to it like off stream. I'm just like using a method that I'm like not familiar with. Like I'm trying to do this like the simplified version for like the sake of like not confusing anyone. But yeah, let's say if you hit it 5 times. It would be cool if you had like the bat strength. But yeah, I'll get that working later, like maybe off stream. But yeah. And then I said I want to hit confetti, right? But yeah, something else I could do is I could just like post a link to the tutorial that I'm referring to, like in the comments or whatever. But like once I get it working, if I don't really feel like getting it working right now, I think I might just do that. Alright, something else I wanted to do is I wanted to make like a plate of cookies. So like alright, so there's something simple. So like when you stand near it, like this you could like eat the cookies one by one. Alright, so here we have the cookies, and then I'm just gonna place them on sticker panel. Alright, so yeah, right now I'm making the cookies. So it's gonna be like on a plate like this. I'm just gonna have it like appear like one at a time. So I want it like arranged in a circle or whatever, and then you could like just grab one. Okay, yeah, like this. And I'm just gonna use like selectors and counters to make it disappear. So for this one, I'll leave all of them except for this one. And this one right here. So I'm just gonna make it so when you stand near the table, it takes away one of the cookies. Yeah, I need to pass the tweakers on all of these. Alright, so like all these are visible by default. Then when you press R1, and this area is just gonna take like one cookie away at a time. As soon as I have these set to 1. All of these are 0 right now for some reason. But yeah, should be taking away one cookie at a time. And then of course there will be like a chomping sound effect. So I need a player sensor. I guess either an inverted player sensor or an auto knock. So logic is easier to read. But yeah, I guess I'll use R2. I didn't use R2 yet. And then I have to do the sound effect. And then after that, I have to add like a bit of extra logic to make it so you can't chomp it when there are any more cookies. So the sound effect should only play. Okay, so let me show you how this will work. I meant to use R2, not R1. I mean R1, because R1 is already for the snapping sound, and I don't want it to play the snapping sound. But yeah. But yeah, I don't want it to play it like this when there's nothing there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it so you can't cycle past this one. Instead of it looping like this, I'm just gonna add an OR gate. Actually, I don't really need that. Like, it's not completely necessary. I could just use a counter. Like, I don't need to like have it off there. I could just make it so that when you press it 5 times, like when you have not pressed it 5 times, then it does it. I'm gonna set it to 6. Okay, and I'm gonna see how that looks. But yeah, that's good. So now you can eat all the cookies, like one at a time. I probably should make it resettable, but anyway, let me show off what I made today, and then we'll end this stream in a little bit. So check it. We made this thing where you could blow out candles, and you could light the candles. And like the thing is realistic, so like you can't blow it out when you're like facing this way or like this way. You have to be facing in the direction of the candles. And then the smoke actually disappears. Then you can light it again. I also made a pinata. I made it so if you hit it like 5 times. Wait, hold up. Am I not sitting close enough or something? Let me check that. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed it. I made like a different version. That's like not as flexible or something. But yeah, before I like messed with it too much, I basically made it so it like moves when you hit it, and when you hit it 5 times, it pretty much explodes. I don't think I still have the original version. But yeah, I'm gonna do the original version. But yeah, the original version had this all along the length right here. So I'll just do it like that so I can properly showcase it. Oh, I have it set to 5, that's why. But yeah, now it works. So pretty much, you can hit it from either direction. And then it explodes after you hit it 5 times. I'm gonna increase that to 6. Maybe 10. But yeah, I think 10 is good. Oh yeah, I should do like a whacking sound effect. Probably find one in impact. and then it explodes into confetti. But yeah, that's pretty much what we made today. But yeah, I'll showcase it one more time. Oh yeah, and also I have to go over this and I'll showcase it one more time. So yeah, we made the cake candle blowing. So like, I already made something similar last year, but this year it's more realistic. So your head actually has to be facing the direction of the candles. The flame rises, it like flickers up, and then the smoke, it like gradually disappears. And then for the piñata, I was gonna do the back part with like strength, but I couldn't remember how to do the simplified version. Like I'm used to like doing like the advanced version, but I wanted to simplify it, but I couldn't remember how to do that, so we just did like a counter instead. Then in terms of announcements, next stream 1 month from now, so like end of December, since I'll be busy with studying for finals before that winter break. My winter break is like a month, so I'll be streaming like once a week, every Friday or Sunday. I'll like alternate between the two. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I made these cookies. That was the last thing we made. And then we did the cake, the candle blowing out mechanics. So it's like very precise, like your head has to be facing like the exact direction. I might change that later. But yeah, the way it works, you could blow it out with L1. And then the smoke appears and gradually disappears. And then you could light it with R1. And the candles like flicker up like that. But yeah, the piñata I just showcased. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that batch strength. The thing that I was referring to, I'll link a tutorial on how to do like the simplified version of like a health system that I was referring to, because I couldn't remember how to do it today. But yeah, I'll put the link in the comments in case anyone was like curious about that, because I was like talking about it but then I couldn't remember. So yeah, I'll put the link in the comments sometime today or tomorrow for that particular tutorial that I was referring to. I couldn't remember who it was by. But yeah, thank you. So yeah, stream next month, end of December. So like probably around Christmas, hopefully not on Christmas. But yeah, thank you for everyone that joined today, and I hope y'all have like a good rest of your day and like a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. But yeah, bye, and thank you for joining.